Hey everyone, I'm Mariah. I hope everyone has been enjoying their service learning projects as much as I have. I've thoroughly enjoyed the whole experience. I have been volunteering at People's City Mission in Lincoln. It is a homeless shelter that has single women, single men, families, even some people pay rent to live there. It is a great facility that offers many volunteering experiences. They have opportunities for you to serve meals, to make sack lunches, to help with childcare, and sometimes you can help in the medical clinic. They rely a lot on volunteers, so they're always looking for new people. The facility would not run without the volunteers. I have worked in mostly serving meals to them. I have a lot of duties. They change day to day, but usually I get there, I set up the tables, I set up the chairs, I set up centerpieces and put salt and pepper on all of the tables. Then I usually go into the kitchen and I can help prepare something, usually for the next day because they already have the meal done for that day. It's usually cutting up potatoes or carrots, sometimes things for the salad bar. When it comes time, we serve meals. With the large community they serve meals in two different sessions. So the first session is single women and families, followed by a break. During that break, we clean up the tables and the volunteers get to eat themselves. And then the men come in and eat their supper. After that, we clean up the whole kitchen, wipe down, put up all the tables, and put up all the chairs so it can all be done the next day. I have also worked in the child care facility for a few of my volunteer hours. That's probably when my favorite memory comes in. I taught some kids to play tic-tac-toe. They'd never played before. I think it's just fun to see that side of kids. They have pure joy and enjoyment of everything they do. I mean, within the facility, they have a lot of fun toys. You can color. They have a play kitchen. They have lots of baby dolls. They have a toolkit set. They really have everything a kid could want. The hardest part about the process would probably be finding hours to go in. Because People's City Mission relies so much on volunteers, they have a lot of volunteers that come in throughout the week. It makes it kind of difficult to find hours to get in. The one nice thing is the volunteer director at People's City Mission sends out an email every Friday asking for shifts or saying shifts that are available for volunteer hours that he still needs to fill up. What's hard is planning ahead. Usually you can only do about a week in advance. Luckily, with my work schedule, it's pretty flexible for me to be able to get my volunteer hours in. Otherwise, I have really enjoyed my whole experience at People's City Mission and haven't had any other difficulties. As for class concepts, I find myself finally or constantly working on these class concepts, even without thinking about it until I get home. The biggest one is communication because you have to be able to talk to people. I find myself thinking about the verbal and nonverbal skills. My nonverbal skills really come into play because I don't always get to talk to the community when I'm serving them meals. Usually I think about if I smile or if I make eye contact with them, that can make their day just a little bit better. As for my verbal skills, usually it's asking if they want the peas on their tray or if they don't want it or if they'd like milk. But sometimes when the line is like taking a long time, I will ask like how their day was and things like that. I constantly use active listening to my directors when I get there because my responsibilities change every day. So I need to be able to know what I need to get done that day when I'm volunteering. This week's concept of empathy I really tried to implement. I think the homeless shelter is a really good place to practice empathy because it really puts your life into perspective. It makes you get out of your own head. I don't really have questions on how to implement our class concepts into my service learning project. I think sometimes you have to get creative in ways that you can do it. Thanks for all of you for listening to me, and I look forward to the update on everyone else's service learning projects. Again, I hope everyone has enjoyed their experiences as much as I have.